full distribution day. So hopefully you guys had a good day. I think it was a pretty easy day to trade um, overall, right? Did anyone take the long this morning when we grabbed it here? Like I think it was
I
oh 06.
did. Sadly, I cut
Yeah,
short at 20.
yeah, same. I got to 28.
Yeah, I was targeting all-time highs, right? And then being new all-time highs being created. So this was the target. So if you did grab this at like, 06 or whatever the level, I had 10 and a quarter or 10 and a quarter or 10 and three quarters. And then I was looking and I trimmed some and I had a pretty good position. And then I had a 50 pack on SPY call. So I trimmed some and I closed it and it was like 250%. So I think I called it a day fairly early, but it was a good payday. And if you think about what happened and why I went long, does everybody remember what this zone was?
Bulls got a hold.
Yeah, it was the bulls got a hold zone, but everybody understands why we had it, right?
Was that the separation of value?
It was clear separation. If you remember, right? I would say this was last Thursday. So I think you can start from here. I think we had it two ways, right? We had the volume profile. I think it was something like this. It was something like this. Yeah. So if you think about it, we talked about this being a separation of value. You had one distribution here with the LVN on volume profile, and then you have a little bit here, right, holding the other one. When you look at the TPO, right, I think it was more clear if I recall, like we tagged the zone to be a little wider. So we'll go back to it.
Think it was the weekly TPO that had that separation.
Weekly TPO is right here on the bottom. So here's your weekly TPO, right? So your TPO is right here, and that was the one that we bounced. I didn't actually think it was warranting that, like a warranted bounce from that level, like it was worth it. But if you look here now on the weekly, I guess I don't have to merge a bunch of these. If you take a look at here, I think it's pretty clear, right? So whenever you have a ledge like you do here, right? And the ledge means just a bunch of these letters, and then a kind of sharp fall off, right? And you see the three letters are not followed through, and then you have the skinny belly, and that's what we marked. Because if you go below here, right, then most likely, and if you guys, we'll do a class, but if you remember, well, like when you have a double distribution, you can trade here and you get past the zone, where do you go? Well, you go typically to the next HVN, which happens to be a POC. And then they caught it here, and then today, well, you went, over it, and then you're coming back for a retest. That's a test book long, right? And I had a stop loss at 98, and they came fairly close to hitting my stop loss. I probably would have gotten back in on the long once they reclaimed it, and then they obviously had a massive run after that. I think those spy calls went up to I think 400% or something like that, but I haven't checked after because it's uh, devastating for your mental health sometimes. Does that make sense? At least why and the level.
Yeah, makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Yep. The key piece is seeing this real time and knowing to trigger it and take it right. Those are as you get better at trading, and I'm saying that I'm better, but you will notice these patterns and you will see it, and it becomes almost like a little Nintendo game that you're playing, and it's just natural for you to basically play the same game over and over. All right. So now thinking about what we got, so far. So what is the key level that you guys want to be aware of for tomorrow?
I'll straight away.
Single
I look
prints?
at those single prints right there with the weekly value area high. And it's also a fib level too,
Yep. So that's good,
around
right?
four
We
five
had
two.
these fibs, right, marked, and they're actually hitting pretty well, right? They hit here, they hit this level, a few times here, and they struggled. They kind of rejected from there, and then today went over. But if you take a look, and I'm glad you said the weekly, right? Because a lot of newer traders. So if you think about this, this was your Monday profile, right? Monday profile was, I would say, balanced, right, with a little bit of excess on the bottom here, and then you have the gap and the sell off, and then the buying back started. So now, if you combine these 2 days, right? Just combine these, you have like a shit profile, I will call it. I don't know what you want to call it. This looks like really bad profile with the poor low. Don't be surprised if we visit this and set a trap maybe the next few days where we get a B liquidation on top, we get some access. But what I want to show you here is if you merge these profiles here, those single prints that you had so far are really not that important, the wide ones. What's important for us for tomorrow is right here. The rookies would trade those single prints from the daily. The price action already explored some of these, so we know those are already not really single prints. So now when you look at this, this is the zone that you, and if I was to play this off a volume profile and this, does this zone make sense?
I say 52 to 58.
Yes.
Yeah. So now you would have somewhere around here to about, and it's a 2 day value area high. So right, I'm sorry, 3 days, Wednesday. What day is today?
Today's
Today's
Wednesday.
Oh shit. Okay. So tomorrow's Thursday. For some reason I thought today was Tuesday. So now, if you're not able to build above the zone, guys, this is an easy short. This is a super easy short. And I know it looks fucking crazy, but we can get these points right here from here to here very easily. This poor low needs to be cleared up a little bit. And that's about 90 points, right? So if you think about it, giving you how I would play it also on SPY, if you play SPY, I'm just gonna find these levels. Okay. So think about it. If you're playing, let's say tomorrow this happens. I don't think it's tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Thursday. Maybe it happens. Trump is in China with the long other 20 CEOs and I don't know, big shots, right? If we do lose this level tomorrow, you could literally play maybe Fridays. What is it? 732, which is $8. I am pretty sure, and I'll check right now. The Friday 732s at close were fairly cheap. So if we lose that level there, they won't appreciate that much in price, but you have a really good potential to be like a 5x trade on SPY. Does that make sense to most?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you get the 732 or 735?
I would play 732. I'll probably play 735 still. I'll probably do both. And I would play Friday is the 15th. So bad with
I
the
think it's
months.
OPEX too.
Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. Third week. So we can expect some fireworks. I'm just gonna check 732 price. 732s are at $58 at close. I mean, that's super cheap. Yeah,
Shorty,
and
weren't you talking about like a final target of 7,500 like overall as like from this bull run?
my next one is 7511. That's the next level.
Okay.
7511. Hide some of these guys here, and then you will have 7556. I think our final target for this bullish run is right around here, 7677. I would look to maybe close a lot of longs here that you have, or if you're long on VO or any ETFs, might not be a bad trim. Typically, when a new Fed share is announced, we have a decent sell-off. Did you guys see the PPI today?
Yes.
It will be very
So
interesting if they cut the rates. Be very interesting.
I thought the PPI was bad, but market did not react.
Well, it didn't react, right? I mean, the market doesn't seem to care for bad news at the moment at all. So, this is, you know, my bearish view would be lose the zone, I'm going short. You could definitely trim it here at 2025. Probably a good trim if you're short on futures, right? Close it here, and then you know you'll catch a bounce here. We'll just have to figure out where is it going to go based on the price action that gets us there, if this happens, right? If tomorrow, you know, to be open, I'm gonna check here in a moment. I'm gonna reset this. Let's say we open somewhere right here below POC, and they give you this retest. Don't short that. The first instinct here is going to be go long on this zone, right? It's not going to be short. Once you lose it, you might be wrong on the call side or long side once. If they lose this, it's a good chance that we sell off. Something to keep an eye on for tomorrow is if they do something like this, please don't short. Like this will be a trap for the shorts, and then you can potentially go to that 7.5, whatever this level here is, 7.511. So that's what I'm gonna watch, and let's see where we are after that. Wow, inventory super long. They're gonna rebalance this inventory tonight, probably. Yeah, they're gonna rebalance this. Maybe Euro open. Inventory is net long, right? Everybody understand how?
And Shorty, to make
Can
it
you
balance
refresh my
again,
memory again?
that's to make a inventory balance again. That means bringing price back to the settle price, or just around there.
That usually means you're gonna flush them. You want to shake them out. You want the longs to be shaken out, and I think you know. This is your close level here, 415. This is your settling price. If you're trading above it, that's typically inventory net long. And I wouldn't be shocked tonight that they do this overnight. They give you this right here. Like, very good chance they do this. By 7 a.m., you guys should see this. If there's any PJ traders, you should see this tonight. Okay. Is anyone still in EMPH?
Yes, I'm in.
Yep. So it hit one of the levels that they need to reclaim, 42.96. After that, you know, we're looking 54, and then ultimately we're trying to close here. We're trying to close 87 to 92. So we'll see what happens, but they're building a massive volume node here now. They're getting a lot of support here, so I would think they can pull back again, but they're building this. Now they're above 36. Now the value is shifting, and if you look at this chart, the value is clearly shifting now. We went below, we went above, came back, we went below. They trapped a lot of people here, and then we reclaimed it. We rejected this zone right here. You see it right here, and now we're trying to enter basically, you know, the final. Once we get inside here, we're going to go to 54, and then it's between 54 and here. There's really not much. So you'll see now as soon as I get this. So look now, as soon as we get this, there's really not much. You see the volume, and then you see this nice LVN that we were targeting. Once they're able to get that, man, we're gonna fly. So far, so good. Intel, I don't think it's worth covering. Um, they're just, you know, they hit the 2 deviations here. They're close to it. Probably some news coming out of Trump here soon to get us to that 140 level. Once we hit 140, you know, these are the next ones we're gonna go, and then ultimately 440s. And I would trim quite a bit of my Intel position at 440. Right. I think somebody had some stock options. Stocks you guys want to scan through. I think coin.
Shorty, can you take a look at TOT, please?
Yeah, I just briefly checked it. Probably gonna go to 80 first. Yeah, it's gonna go to 80 first. Next reclaim on this zone, I think we get a chance to go. Are you long?
So not yet, but I'm thinking 20s and 30s.
What,
Because you know this
$20?
No, 20 years and 30 years the bonds, the super
Oh
long
yeah.
bonds.
Yeah.
This oil situation is going to resolve, eventually, and these things are, I think too compressed at the moment.
It is, and it's been like this almost 2 years now. 3 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll let you know if I do something.
yeah, I mean, if they hike the rates, I think TLT will drop, right? I just I c- I don't know what to think. They're obviously late, and the Feds were late, and now I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't think inflation's fully contained. And
Yeah,
if
but I
we,
think that's the game, right? After midterms, then they can hike rates and do whatever they want. So
yeah, I think if we and if they if you think we're gonna have rate cuts, then yeah,
rate cuts, I think, would be bad for the long end, right? I think if
yeah, of
they,
course, yeah. Typically they would go up, but that's not. There's a lot of other, I would say, factors that come
yeah,
in. Yeah, I'm watching it too. I think somebody brought it up last week, but you see how that they're shifting this price action quite a bit. They're just not letting it enter anywhere.
yeah, but that
Now,
alone is a move already, right? It's what 25%.
yeah, oh yeah, man, this would be a hell of a move, especially if we can catch this. Like, they're gonna sweep this right here. So if you think about this, if we can catch it in this zone right here, man, I'll take that. It's a slow mover. You're gonna like paint on the wall, man.
Yeah,
It just never gets there. Nike, I got some alerts today. I just didn't know what the hell I was getting alerts for. Uh, Actually, I got a ton of alerts today on Nike. Okay, well, there's just not a lot of volume, but it's pretty good 2 candles. You're probably gonna get a bounce. Wouldn't be surprised, maybe 47.50s here soon, 49. It's gonna happen very soon. So they just swept. They probably got more bears excited here. Yeah, this is gonna be flying here soon. So I don't know what y'all's appetite, but you're talking about 20% here shortly. I'm holding the long game. I'm not selling here. I'm targeting 70s and then close to about 90. I think it was 95 to 100. And then you have, I don't know, maybe we need Kardashians to jump in to reach those levels, maybe. But this is a really good level on Nike right now. I think somebody says shop. This is shop. Ways to mix it up with Spotify. I don't know how their fundamentals are on this stock. I haven't looked at it in a very long time. Oh, this is going lower. Yeah, this is going to go right here. If they do one of those moves where they lose this and reclaim this channel there, and then you can see it, like maybe go to 174 share, but this would be an excellent long 70. Uh, MU, I mean, not worth looking at. I'm pretty depressed about this one. I made millions. I sold it. Rightfully
Would
so.
you
I
sell it
sold
at?
it here 258-ish. I sold some here. I started selling some calls. I got assigned. I was happy. I mean, I made quite a bit of money. I had decent averages. Last ad was 108. And I was like, man, it's gonna take a break. And Let's never take a break. What else
Can
did
you
you
look at
guys have
open?
open? Is that the real estate company?
Yeah.
I don't know how this company survived.
I don't either. They're not even around that much anymore.
They're about to get slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about to get slaughtered. $1.80. But what's the other company? There's another company that does that.
Zillow?
Zillow. Are they public still?
I think it is the first one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is holy shit. They're at 200 at one point.
It's a peak of the
Yeah.
housing market, COVID.
Mm-hmm. Holy crap, dude. That's pretty big loss. This is gonna go a little bit lower. Too. Why are you asking about open? You typically don't go for these.
Huh?
Why do you ask about open? It's not your type of stock, is it?
Oh, a couple people talking about it. I don't know anything about the company, but since you were on the call, I just
I
wanted to
wouldn't
see.
buy it here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth shorting it here, but definitely not worth buying it here. It's like the Peloton company. I don't teach people stay in business. I don't think anyone's buying those bikes anymore or treadmills. I'm actually upset about the CVNA. Man, I had everything in me that I wanted to short it. Oh, did they do a split? But it's sworn they're like at 500. This is setting up for a fall, guys. A really nice fall. You could probably catch this to. I know it sounds crazy. I've said this before, but looks like a $10 stock. This can literally flush, and I mean, if flush before from 80 to, it's probably a fair price. This company, I do not know how they are still in business. It just doesn't make
Money
sense.
laundering.
Oh, 100%. I might check some options, like a long dated $10 put on this just for shits and giggles. Let me just see how much they go for it. Typically, they're see, furthest they go. January 28th. They have $29 puts. Yeah, they're not bad. But I was looking more for like single digits. Yeah, the lowest is 29. I won't look at it. What else do you guys have? Yeah, CVNA. It's pretty good short.
Looks like 29 got the maximum interest as well.
Really? I don't see it here on my phone. What's up?
Yeah, the open interest is like 10.5K
On 28th, on January
on
28th.
29. Yeah, January 28, yeah. $29 put.
Actually, I might just buy some of these because that's what yeah, 2 years out. Yeah, I mean, these will be deep in the money. Yeah, I'll probably get some of these tomorrow.
Do you still own Hims, or
Which
did you
one?
ever? Hims,
Like this one?
the Viagra or whatever. The
Yeah, Hems. Yeah, I have some.
yeah, I thought you did. You still
Yeah,
own
yeah,
it?
yeah. I still have it, man. This is gonna be a long-term game. This is the only company that can challenge some of these pharmaceuticals. Yeah, this one is. I think this one is solid. So this one is gonna give you a retest about 21 and a half. And that one's probably not worth missing. What might happen there? If they give you 21 and a half, I think it's a good long, and I think you can ride the train to 54.
Will that be good for options, like long dated options like 28 as well?
Yeah, you do leaps. If you buy 21 and a half, you can almost play 40 options. I would target this value area low last year. You play 40s here.
Okay, I see.
This one would be solid. Let me see how much they go. I mean, that would be a double in value, so it should be not that bad. Yeah, I have shares. Checking to see what they go for.
Yeah, right now $40 is at
$8.
between
7, 8.
700 to 800. Yeah.
Yep. You probably play 50s on that. But it's not worth it. Spread on these is pretty wide.
Yeah.
Pretty good. You look at Tesla.
I made good money on Tesla.
Looks like they keep rejecting off of like that 450-ish.
I think this is where we got long. I think it was Cream and asked me, and we talked about this. Bought here, did buy here. I bought some calls on Tesla, and I sold them. And I sold here. It was over 100% on Tesla. I think it was maybe 110-ish. So now what they're gonna try to do on Tesla, this is gonna be basically the zone to buy again. They're probably gonna come back here. They're gonna get a bounce. If they get something like this becomes your buying again, and then see. There's a lot of speculation about Tesla and SpaceX merging at one point. So I wouldn't be shocked, right? Ideally, if they could give us like 240s, 244, that would be perfect. But it would take something in the market, some news or rate hike. Does anyone drive a Tesla here? Does anyone have a Tesla?
I do.
How do you like it?
I do. I love it.
I love it too. I think it's the best car, in my opinion.
Wow. I'm like debating:
Cheap.
do I get one? Do I not get one? You guys charge it at home as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have to have a home charger.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if
I don't think I can go back to a regular car after driving it.
No way. Is it comfortable to drive? Like actual seat
Yeah,
joint?
and it drives itself, and you charge it
Yeah,
at
but
home. It's
is it
nice.
because of the self-driving?
Well, it's really luxurious too. It has a lot of luxury features. I like it.
I just like the whole software of the car too. Makes it
Can you
fairly
go off-roading?
simple.
That was a joke. I know you can't. There's a company that my buddies just sent me a message earlier, and I was like, okay, I'll check it. Let's see if you guys know about it. Maybe you do, Tom. You heard of this company? He's usually the one that texts me with insight. Like he just tells me I bought this, and that's what he told me, and it's usually some insider shit that he has. I have no idea what he's seen in it. I mean, there's uptick in volume, but I'm not gonna buy it here. Not a spot where I buy. If he would have texted me somewhere around here, probably would have been interested. So it's probably gonna reject here, but I'm not sure if anyone knows about this. What they do, I have no idea. I told them I'll look at it.
Don't know.
It's coming up
It's like
to
a
a
bunch of
level that.
Bitcoin news that just came out about it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Bitcoin transfers to Coinbase Prime raises treasury sales.
So Bitcoin is about to reject. If you guys are on IBIT, this is a good level. I sold IBIT. This is a good spot to trim. You might get this, but it's been moving like shit. And if you guys look at these daily candles, this is not. It's not good.
Do you buy
So
SBIT also?
not right now, but if we get to this level, I will. I had SBIT for a while when I think we are at like 120, 112 or whatever the Bitcoin was on. I think it was 112. Somewhere SBIT, and it did pretty good. And I targeted this
Okay.
VPOC here at 67, if you guys remember. And now it's trying to reclaim the zone, but I don't know. I feel like the hype, I don't know, maybe it's me, but hype around Bitcoin is dying. Circle
I
is
was
about,
going to ask for Circle.
yeah, it's about to rocket. Has a very high chance of flying from here. I still have a position, same position. So this has a chance now to surprise us here with the 180. I would sell it there, and maybe keep some. Maybe initial investment you sell here, the rest you keep and see if you catch a train. Especially if they can give you a retest here, that'd be excellent.
But Shorty, like when I've seen like when Bitcoin goes down, this also goes kind of
This one is
follow the
this
same.
one behaves better with the rates. So if they do spike the rates, this company makes more money.
Oh,
And
okay.
so you see here, I mean, this is a pretty good split. And volume. If they can hold this, man, 180 is quick, very quick.
Yeah. And Shorty, do you still have your Apple puts and
Yeah.
SPY puts?
I still have Apple puts. I'm not sold yet on Apple, what they're trying to tell here. If we can close below 293, like close right here below this ledge, things are gonna accelerate fast in the favor. I have a lot of time. I would say I have about 2 months from 2 months and a few days. I think I'm down like 25%. I'll check right now. See.
You look at Coinbase, Shorty.
Yeah, we can check it out.
Shorty, are the Apple puts your 50K target you were talking about?
No, I was a spy for today, but I didn't.
Oh, that was the spy calls.
We can do it on Apple puts, but I'm down on Apple 33%.
Okay. And will you add more if it like?
No. Well, if they lose 283, certainly, but I don't add into a losing position. Like here, I would not add. Once
Okay.
we lose this, then I'll add to the winning position because at that point we're going to be accelerating.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's not worth adding. It's much better to add
Mhm.
to a winning than losing on options.
Yeah, I kind of do the opposite. So yeah,
That's
need to work on that.
I do the opposite too.
that's the worst thing you can do.
I don't know how it just seems like when you want to get your cost down, it doesn't work that way. But obviously, it I get it. You're more experienced. It makes more sense your way, but it just seems counterproductive.
It is, but you learn the hard way that what you're doing is then you start doing some bias trading and altering reality and giving yourself fake pills.
Yeah, giving somebody my liquidity.
Pretty much, yeah. Me and Sonny have been pretty decent at shorting this piggy and selling some calls against it. I don't have any more shares of Apple, but I did. I'll put some 300 calls up for sale. Right? Anything else? In coin, right?
We also take a look at gold after.
Yeah. Coin. Coin lose this level right here. You guys remember where I short coin? Do you guys recall?
Yeah, that was so good of a play. I remember.
This was the short on coin. Right now, I mean, and you can see where they bounced. This is your 24. Pay attention to this value area low. They swept these lows, came back, reclaimed it. And this, potentially go to this level right here at 236. Yeah. Ultimately, the magnet would be 260. But I think, when you look at the price action and where we are, this is a yearly profile. There's not a lot of meat on the bone right now for a long here. This, this. We peaked here. So now, if you lose this level about 197, you're going to go down to about right here, 186, and then you're in trouble if you lose this level. You're probably headed to about 166, and I think this one has a direct correlation with Bitcoin. So whatever Bitcoin does, I think that's what this one does. And then you have a nice, really nice LVN here to watch out for. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to run, they will hit this and reject it. But if they lose this level and go back to like 165, maybe not a bad buy. Did
But
anyone? And go ahead.
I was gonna say, but probability is looking like more to the downside.
Yeah, there's a better path and a better reward downside than upside here. I wouldn't
Okay.
long it right. Did anyone get Zscaler around here, like 130s, 129s? Posted it. This is doing pretty well. Has a little bit of hurdles coming up, like in this area, about 159. We're gonna be there probably tomorrow. And then if you want to catch some opportunity to sell, you're looking at this zone to sell about 173. Your average is anywhere like around here, 129-ish. You're looking about 33% return, which is pretty good.
Can you look at SoFi?
This is beautiful. Look at this. I honestly think I had a better average than 8 on SoFi. I'll, I'll check my account. I think I had like 5 or something. I'm pretty sure I had a really good average. Man, that's just beautiful here. Like 2024 value area high to a penny. We're going higher. Broke it, and I guarantee you that. Check. Hit the 1618, went above it, and then lost it. And sold off. So this is going a little bit lower. So gonna go here. I don't know if SoFi is optionable, but I don't know why is SoFi different. Isn't this a bank?
Yeah, it's like a digital bank.
Yeah.
They
They
do
don't have
more.
brick and mortar.
No, I haven't seen a brick and mortar.
I don't think so. Yeah.
So I guess
Yeah, I
their
think it's a
margins are
digital, like,
higher.
Yeah. The only brick and mortar is their stadium.
Oh. So I think it's gonna go to 14. I don't know much about the company, like their margins and how much money they make, and compared to other banks. But if you like the stock, this is gonna be a bounce here. Pretty sure
Okay.
we'll see. Missed quite a few here. That doesn't make sense. But percent should be It'll be here around 14. Gonna try to hold. I just don't know much about the company to say, but if I was looking to I'd buy it here. I mean, that's a pretty good discount so far, considering where it's been. That's a really decent discount, 56%.
Can you check Palantir when you get a chance?
Yeah. See, that'll be- Ooh. Hopefully you don't have shares.
Nah.
No, this is about to flush. I wouldn't touch it till about 84. So it has 35% to go. You have a liquidation profile, here you try to get inside the zone. You got rejected. Your value area high developing matches last year, so shifted your value area high, low shifted, but in a compressed lowercase b. Now they can extend this, and it will look like basically a double distribution profile to the downside. So it could look like something like this, right? Where they just flush here and then they consolidate at the prior fair price. Most likely that's what happens. I wouldn't buy here.
Shorty, so
Shorty,
right
can you
away
check
when you look when you
MetaVask?
look
Sorry, go
sorry.
ahead.
So right when you looked at the chart, you seemed like you picked it up right away that you seen two values and you saw a separation, looks like kind of like, or at least a shift, and you could kind of see the outcome. Like, is that what is going on in your head when you first look at a chart like that?
I pay attention to value areas, their placement, their width. And then I also look if there's any consolidation that we had, obviously, around these areas, right? So we had, if you remove all of these charts, you can see that you try to build value, I would say above, right here, right? We'll just use the first tab here, and these are traps. You went
Mhm.
above the value of 2025 and you consolidated there in hopes. So you got in July. From July till December, you basically stayed at above the value area high of 2025. And then came, January of 26 and you sold off a pretty decent uptick in volume with a nasty candle here. And then you haven't even, through my head, I know it sounds weird, but I noticed these things as soon as I looked at the chart. Saw the value area high, stacking. You tried to build value, you failed. So what typically means is that you're gonna go here. First target's POC, and then you have the value area low. And that's just a simple rule that we go by, right? If you're
Mhm.
not finding value above where you are right now, then you lose prior like year worth of value area high, and you can't accept prices above. You're gonna go and search a buyer's lower, and your fair buyers for the year are sitting, 80 or 83, what we said, 84.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. I was just trying
So
to catch your
yeah, and
and what was going on.
once you learn, say I'm not trying to look at Coke. Like take a look at Coke. Um, Immediately you can see you had 3 years of consolidation. Here you had a breakout that failed, and then they went basically same setup that you just saw in Palantir. They came back to a cumulative POC because these were pretty nice overlaps.
Mhm.
And then they went above it, right? And then you see what they did here is they basically barcoded, I don't know, a year plus. They stayed in this area. Well, this is where a lot of people lose a lot of money, right? So, and you have to know the policy and the rules, right? If they can get inside here, then you have opportunity to go back to this, probably lower because you already did this with the poor low. But you held here. Now a retest and a reclaim of this level is a long every time.
Yeah.
And now you look and look, They retest. They lost the value area high. What did they do? They went to the value area low. They dipped below, and then they obviously just rocketed up upwards, right?
Okay. Thank you.
Now the value areas are stacking. So this is looking like a very good short here. This is going to go back to $74, but I wouldn't short Coke.
Is that a yearly PvP that you have?
Yeah.
Or month? Okay.
That is PvP for a year, hopefully, because I've been, yeah. I don't know why I got disconnected now. Does anyone else get this disconnected in TradingView?
Usually happens when I open it from my phone.
Yeah, all the time.
I've never
It's so
seen it
annoying.
before.
Like, especially when you're in the middle of a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Shorty, can you check meta once, please?
Oh, Meta fell, covered at 606. I got my $1,000. I have to reclaim 622. Like you see the LVN. So this is the value, obviously, that it's, if you look at this profile, it's reclaiming this. And you have a nice little zone here. You have it really stacked. They lose this, path is much easier lower. And you probably catch, you have an LV, excuse me, you have an LVN about 550 and then HVN at 500, and I think 500 sounds reasonable. In my opinion, I think Meta has to change their business model fast, super fast. They have
Yeah.
a few months to change the model.
Yeah, what I've seen, like they uh, go down below 600 and then reclaim it. So
Yeah. If they're to lose, let's say 603-ish, where they bounce, like the 604, things will go up. But you see that there are some LVNs that they can't even get over, and these are not that big. Like this guy right here, if they clean this one up, then most likely they're going like here, and they
yeah.
can. And you see how this price action went. Gap, gap,
Hmm.
whatever this is. Gap, gap. I mean, they had so much poor price action here. They haven't fixed it. So they lose this, they're just gonna flush your 500 easy. But if we can
Okay.
catch a short at 670, if they decide to push it to 670, I would short it. I would short it heavy.
Because the
Yeah.
structure above it is
Wow.
so bad.
I mean, if you look at this, this is gonna take some serious money right here.
Yeah, that LVN.
This is gonna take some serious cash to absorb.
Yeah, and
I don't
that is
know.
because it is LVN as well as like value area high.
Yeah, it's a value area high and a massive LVN from prior year, which is basically telling you, hey, we're separating the value here. Above, good value, and the bottom, you're rejecting the top. So if they come back and retest this sucker here, it's a pretty good short.
Okay, I see.
Definitely short that. Good news is my kiddo's done with soccer, so he had his last tournament just past weekend.
Did they
How's the
win?
kiddo that went down the stairs?
We had to put 46 band-aids on him. He's good.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I mean, he was bleeding. His elbow was bleeding.
Oh
We,
no.
we put band-aids on him, and the 2-year-old doesn't want those assistant wheels anymore. So he just learned how to ride a bike like a couple of days back. Well, he also missed the stairs, but he went into the bush in the
Jesus.
park. So I had to drag him out, grab him by the feet, literally grab him out of the bush. People freak out, man. I don't know what's wrong with people. And I'm like, they're boys. Like, you need. I'm not gonna jump.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Like, I just let them handle it. Like, you
they're like
fell, you
little
get up.
daredevils, though. I think
Oh yeah.
every week or so, you're like, yeah, they got to go to the hospital. Yeah,
Oh
put down
man,
the stairs.
there's. Oh, I mean, it's constant. The other day, one guy was chopping wood, and the other guy left the hand there. He hit him with the with an axe,
Oh my god.
and they figured it out on their own. I try not I mean, unless it's super dangerous. They climb trees. I let them go and be old school boys. Go as crazy as you want. I just remove like dangerous stuff, like where they can actually hurt themselves. Everything else, my 4-year-old and 2-year-old make fire for us to make s'mores. Like they're heavily trained. They're wild
I have
boys.
two boys between 1.5 and 3.5, and I'm so scared hearing these stories.
Oh no, you gotta let them. You gotta let them do it, man. You did it too. You just gotta let them do it.
Yeah.
You have to
My
learn limitations.
4-year-old, yeah, man. You just put some
Yeah.
guidelines, some rails. My 4-year-old rides ATV, gas
Oh wow.
ATV. And he rips it through the yard. I think he does that before he brushes his teeth. Honestly, just goes on ATV.
He's like bike first.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
he's riding on your freshly cut grass?
yeah, yeah. I have a portion of my. I have like 2 backyards. I have one where they don't ride, and then around the soccer field, I don't maintain like nice grass. I throw any seeds I can get or weeds, and they ride around there. ATVs,
Hmm.
A practice field and a game field.
pretty much. Gold is going to 4,600. It's gonna go right. If you can catch this, maybe mark this level right here in this zone right here when it comes back. If it dips here and it reclaims, man, buy gold. This is gonna probably go somewhere here.
Why such a far target?
And they're gonna go target review this value area high. They're gonna check to see if they're getting any acceptance there.
I see.
They're gonna come back. Especially if something bad happens out of this deal, and I don't know what to think with China. I think what Trump is trying to do is intimidate Chinese with bringing, really massive CEOs of big companies. I don't think it's going to work. I think he's going to say we have a deal. As soon as he have a deal and they spike, we should be looking for some short opportunities, and gold should be going up. I think we'll resolve through the oil sooner than later, but I still believe oil needs to go to 180 first before everything gets resolved. And you
Do
have a
we know what he's
nice.
trying to do with China?
I have no idea. I just saw what's his name. Elon Musk posted that he's in Air Force One, and I'm like, what? Why are you in Air Force One?
I think it's access to the Chinese markets. You're going to have the Chinese wanting access to our markets, to specifically our equity markets, to fund their companies, and they don't have. So we have something they want, and we have something they want.
They have a lot of what I want.
A lot of
Me too.
Chinamen.
I want the Toyota LC300. They don't want to import it here. Japan, China, nobody wants to import that into US. If you guys never seen it, you gotta look it up.
What
Sorry,
what truck?
it's called Toyota LC300. It's like this, but there's a sport mode. GS. Something like this.
It's,
That's
it's
the
like
one.
a forerunner.
It's like a Forerunner, but it's diesel. It's a 3.2 diesel engine,
Mm,
V8.
that looks nice.
Oh, it's mine. If I can get this be golden. This doesn't die. I want this. I don't know if you guys have seen the Chinese BYD cars, but man, they're sick. Like
Yeah, I've heard
they're
of them.
they're insane what they do. But yeah, there's a lot I want from China.
Oh yeah, it's those EVs, huh?
Oh yeah, they're really good. And I
Yeah,
didn't know that BYD
crazy.
owns. There's a Polestar company. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. They're actually public.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them around.
This
Are they EV?
Yeah, it's an EV car. It's actually pretty popular in Europe. Um,
Yeah, I've never seen one in America ever imported.
I did. I saw them a few days back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've seen few Polestar.
I don't know what's going on with this company, but one of my friends bought it. He swears it's like the best car he's ever had. And now there was a line here in Atlanta at their dealership for some reason. Either they released a new car, but it was like a 4 hour wait to test drive a car.
I think there is a new version. I think R2 or something.
Oh, okay. That's probably it. But it's coming to an
Yeah.
interesting level. I just don't know their sales. I think they're losing a lot of money on every car they make. And Tesla being first to market, I don't know. Even though they're targeting different people, right? I think Rivian doesn't have sedans, it's just SUVs
It's
and
just trucks
trucks.
and SUVs, yeah.
Um,
They're nice, but it's not a Tesla.
They make a lot of the sleds for the trucks, the EV trucks that we build. So we put truck beds on, like all the UPS trucks on the road we build. So the EV version of those, the Amazon version, a lot of those are Rivian sleds.
what does that mean? Like engines or?
The chassis.
Oh, okay.
So you think about, UPS truck, they buy the chassis from GM or Ford, and then we put the truck body on it. We build it out. And so the same thing, if they want to go to EV, their Rivian builds what it's called a sled.
Hmm. And
So,
are they the leader in that area? Like for?
oh yeah, yeah.
So it's basically you mean the frame.
Yeah, you'll build the sidewalls. The cab goes on top of the sled, which is basically the motor on an EV. It's just a giant long battery with the servo motors and the wheels, and then you build a truck body on top of that.
Does anyone have one of these cars, Rivian? No? I asked about Tesla. There was two people.
A few of my friends
I
have
saw
Rivian
one on
and
the road.
they like it.
This guy swears by it. He's like 6'4", 6'5", maybe giant dude. Like, man, the most comfortable SUV I've ever been in, and supposedly he says drives itself. I don't know if it's true or not. Like, man, my life is stress free.
I don't
I
know
think it's
anything about
weird
their
how
software.
EV companies have like stores in the malls to buy cars.
Yeah, this
You
one
guys
is
ever
in
see
Atlanta,
those?
is in like really odd spots.
It's really weird.
There's a place here, Ponce City Market in Atlanta. It's a pretty nice place, like going like with your family walk and just get some decent food. And it's literally in the shops there.
Yeah, like I would never imagine anyone going to the mall and expecting to go buy a car.
Like a
Kinda crazy.
$100,000 car. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of big people do like Rivian though. Like tall 6'5" people.
Speaking of Chinese goods, the BYD actually has a really good hybrid.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just
Is it
going.
a Zeekr, Zekr, or something like that?
Yeah, it's got a weird name.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one. That one looked, man, it looked pretty good inside and all the features. That's why
Real
I asked,
nice. Yeah.
because I mean, compared to Tesla, I don't know. Like there was a car that BYD put out that can go from land to water. Not that I have a use case for going
Yeah,
from
and
land to
generally, like
water.
the hybrid is really where it's at because the EVs are still working out a lot, right? But
I
when you
like
go with,
hybrids.
especially these guys, they have a really nice technology package. They're pretty badass.
Yeah, but man, they lost so much money, Rivian.
Can't buy them here though.
They're burning $1.5 billion per quarter.
1.5 million.
Billion with the B.
Jesus.
And I think BYD is coming in Canada by the end of this year, so I don't know how it will impact all the EV prices. stock prices.
Send me one, US.
Do you guys know what happened to that company, Lucid Motors?
Did it go
No.
bankrupt? This one?
Yeah, they're like a luxurious, like Tesla or whatever.
Expensive cars.
Yeah,
I
very
don't think
expensive.
I don't think I've seen them on the road.
I have
Maybe
yet
I
to
see
see
them. I
one.
just don't know what they look like.
I see them like in high class areas like Beverly Hills.
Really?
Yeah,
Like when we say expensive, how expensive?
I think they're like over 100K.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
The starting
the
price
one
is
time
over
I was
100K
checking.
usually.
Yeah, time I was checking like their showroom. It was in Miami and nowhere near Atlanta.
I've never seen this. I mean, maybe I did, but I just don't know. I'm just checking their numbers.
Shorty, you want a car? Just buy a Rezvani, man.
Which one?
REZ Vani, VANI. It's your number. Look it up.
I'm looking right now. Oh man, that looks badass.
Yeah, you want something indestructible? That's it.
Holy crap! What is this?
Yeah.
It's a fucking tank.
Yep.
750 horsepower. What? Do you have this?
I know a guy that has one.
I mean, this looks pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's expensive though.
What is that going to be? Your
285.
apocalypse car?
Huh?
Oh my god, this is badass.
What is that going to be? His apocalypse car?
Yeah, I mean, to put the arsenal in.
This is cool. Yeah, that is my type of car.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like a military vehicle or something.
Yeah, man, it looks like you can put a fucking gun up top and just go apocalypse. This one also is getting it's coming to a level here that I might be interested. If they offer 81 again, might not be bad. Ideally, if they offer 69 on this, but ServiceNow is just a SaaS platform. I don't know if there's any tech junkies on the call, but I don't think they have any software that AI cannot replace, in my opinion. I remember them as a what was it, like a change management company, like change requests and all that incidents. I don't know what else they have now, but this would be a pretty good zone to get it.
Yeah, we use them. It's like a ticketing system. They're rolling out agentic agents and
Yeah, I read
workflows
about
and
their
stuff.
towers and stuff. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
To me, it just doesn't seem like a company that should be worth what they're worth. They're going to be easily replaced, and a lot of people have issues implementing it properly. I just think they threw too many modules into their portfolio. I mean, they have the APM, the CMDB, they have, and none of them are super easily connected easily. And I say that you have to buy people and hire people to implement it. So, yeah, this one, I mean, if you can get this 70, that's pretty good. Workday, this is coming to a level that this is a really good buy tomorrow.
Shorty, can you check MasterCard?
Did it come down?
It's been consolidating downwards. At least that's what I see. It's MA.
Took a little hit. Buy here. You'll get this. And I'll mark it here. You just have to be patient. And this should reach within this year.
Wow.
So I wouldn't buy it here. And even though they run a monopoly here, but they also have Visa, right? Let me see how they're doing. Oof. Oh, I didn't know they took a beating too. And Visa is actually about to drop about $30. So yeah, Visa's gonna go about 290s right here. That might be decent.
Europe is complaining that they're basically a duopoly and they're trying to integrate some digital currency or something.
Oh yeah, they're
So,
gonna take them out. I
yeah.
mean, it really is a duopoly. One of the CTOs that I have works for one of the two companies. So it is a duopoly, like a clear duopoly here, and nobody gives a shit in the US, but Europe will take them out. AXP, they just pissed me off, so I closed all my credit cards with American Express. A lot of people are not happy lately with their benefits, service, customer service. My experience, I shut them all down.
Any of y'all have any crypto cards?
No, I don't. I know those existed.
Yeah, like you get crypto rewards instead of like just whatever points.
Wow.
I used to have BlockFi, but that whole thing happened where they like lend money to that one guy and his crap, and yeah, it was like a scam. And but the Gemini one seems pretty good. I've been thinking about getting it.
Gemini, is that Google's card or
The what?
was Gemini a Google card?
I think that's. Let me see.
This thing is about to drop to about 150. You can catch a nice short here soon. As soon as they lose this little zone here, you can catch 150 on this. You can literally play it right here. It's gonna be quick too. Alrighty, guys. It's way past my bet. So you guys have some nuggets here, and take a look at ES one more. Sure, it didn't do anything.
It operates on the Mastercard network, and it says by Gemini Space Station Incorporated, cryptocurrency exchange. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't have any crypto. I just play IBIT and SBIT. That's the most crypto I've gotten.
Hey, Shorty, can I ask you a question?
Hmm.
Can you give me a quick explanation? In which circumstances would you look at the volume profile and or the TPO?
TPO, I look at RTH, and volume profile, I look across.
Got it.
Yep.
So
Volume
the
profile,
TPO,
I
you
mean,
only
there's
look.
yeah, TPO. I just care about the time during the cash sessions for US. And if I
Got
look at a TPO for ETH, is just to see clear split of the zones because it's much cleaner for my eyes, at least. Like here, I can see it right. There's some all the way up
And
here.
the single prints, right?
Correct. On market profile, we see it. If you were to go even now, and let's say we do TPO, you will see it clearly, right? You see that there's some here, and then you see you have access overnight, and that's where they built, I guess, some. Go grab this guy here. I just focus on volume here. Now I can formulate some picture of what's going on. Right. So they built the value here. You see how they basically are trading above the value here now for this whole area, right? The value shifted up. And then if you do a little trick here and change this to a second standard deviation, should be pretty telling where you want to sell for now while in there in this bucket. So this is a mini consolidation, right, from Wednesday till now. If they come up to 485, you could probably short this since the balance is not long here. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's say they do this. If they sweep this and they lose it, that's a good short, very good short. But if they go here and lose this, you can drive this probably overnight, something like this. So TPO gives you clear visibility. Like you have access here, you have a poor high here, there's some exhaustion. Value area high doesn't change, but the volume, where would you take some money off? Probably take something off right here, 69. Because volume accumulation zones, those are high volume nodes. Those are the fair price equilibriums. Typically, you get a reaction, and those are not initiation spots, but rather trim spots for me. On a large scale, if you look at something like a 10-year POC on volume profile, if you look at, for instance, AMD, like you see, AMD was pretty good at one point. It came back to a POC on this one. 40 something right here. We had a massive POC here at one point, and then it went above, and it came back. So accumulation zone on the equity, and it goes far away from it, and then it revisits that HVN. I use volume profile over TPO in that case to buy equities. But when I look at futures, I want to see how volume is distributed, right? Is the volume distributed like time, or is there arbitrage between the two, between time and volume? And then I pay attention to that as well. But TPO's RTH volume cross.
And the only other thing that you look for is the single prints and the axis on the TPO, right?
Well, I look at that, and I also look at, if I pay attention to the individual periods, right? Or are we framing up, framing down? Of course, the value area highs, the extremes, right? But you have the single prints, the axis, the tail, then you have the poor highs, poor lows. Those are some of the, as we call them, MGIs, right? Market generated information or indicators that are giving you data at the time it's happening.
Got it. Thank you for the explanation. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alrighty, guys. Well, hopefully you guys have a good night. I see you tomorrow. I'll trade probably after 10 o'clock. My kid has some ceremony at school, so I'll be there in the morning, and then when I get back, I'll jump in online.
Cool. Thank you, Shorty.
Sounds good.
Thank you,
Nice,
Shorty.
Shorty. Thank you.
Thanks, Shorty.
Hey, Shorty.